This is round 2, game 1. So I'm playing against the person who I happen to follow on Twitter. So we chat a little bit throughout this game, which is it's always nice to play against people you know. So my opening hand is pretty good. I have Metalcraft achieved pretty cheaply, and Galma's Warden in hand. I mean, with just this, I get to go turn 2 Gold Mirror, turn 3 Galma's Warden, turn 4 Gold Mirror Quarter Shield, have Metalcraft, and I'm on the play. So easy keep. Um, I I never seen that chat before. How do you get rid of it? Whatever. Chat is down there. First few turns pretty boring. I play Goldmere. He responds with Thrumming Bird. I draw a second Goldmere, so the turn I was going to play Galma's Warden, I still probably should have played Galma's Warden here. So that way I can start getting in with Galma's Warden sooner. But I guess I was just too intrigued by shiny Goldmere. So I played both Goldmere. Yeah, definitely should have played Galma's Warden first. Next turn I can play the Goldmere and he won't even really, he won't see the Metalcraft coming as much. He has Trigon and is mana screwed. So he Thrumming Birds in and proliferates onto his Trigon. I draw another plane, so this turn's pretty obvious. I swing in with all 3 of my mirror and play Galma's Warden, holding on to a Quarter Shield in case I draw an Embersmith or something. He gets his 3rd land, plays a Leaden Mirror, and declines to attack with either of his guys. I don't know why you don't swing in with Thrumming Bird there. I draw another land. I play a Quarter Shield and equip it to a Goldmere simply so I can, continue the Goldmere beats. I don't want to send in with my other Goldmeres just so I have an excess of mana. In case I drop more things that I want to do, I can still be able to move the Quarter Shield around. So send in with them. He takes it, goes to 12. His turn, he again declines to attack and ships the turn back. So at this point, he's got 5 mana open. He's probably got something, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. So to play around like some sort of pump, like he could pump this guy using Trigon, and then I don't know, or he could block, pump with Trigon, and then play like Untamed Might for 1. Is that enough? No, that's still 1 short, right? No, he can tap this for mana too. Yeah. So he could potentially 2 for 1 my Galma's Warden. So I move the Quarter Shield over to the Galma's Warden just to be safe. And before I attack, he slices my shield off, which is fine because now I know he can't trade with my Galma's Warden. I'm basically all in on the Galma's Warden plan because I have no other attackers in hand right now. So swing in with Galma's Warden. Maybe I should have swung in with Goldmere's. Well, no, not then because I would have lost Metalcraft, so that would have been bad. So that's why I didn't swing with the Goldmere's. So swing in for 4, send him to 8. And then I revoke existence his Trigon. That's just so yeah, now he can't do any. He can't do anything. He can't make blocks and pump with Trigon to kill my Galma's Warden. As I said, all in on the Galma's Warden plan at this point, especially because he has 5 cards in hand. So I'm sure he's going to be playing more things. So if I can reduce the things that he has on board now, I figure that's better. I don't know. He plays a Carapace Forger, which is pretty much irrelevant at this point. And swings in. It's just another chump blocker, that Carapace Forger. I draw Embersmith, which is nice, but I have no artifacts in hand. So I move into combat and swing in. He slices again. He slices away my Goldmere. So that's 2 slices in Twain. So I'm sure he was probably sitting pretty close to me since I passed those slices. Doesn't block because blocking would be really bad here, so I play the Embersmith. He plays out Trigon of Corruption, which is going to start just destroying my team, which is bad for me. He misses the Proliferate here, but it doesn't end up mattering for him. And post-combat, he kills my Embersmith, which ends up actually being bad for him. But I can definitely see why he would do that. So I can't start smithing. If Smith is alive, then I can just knock off his throwing bird, and then he's only got the set number of counters. I rip like a champion. I rip Razor Hippogriff. So the question is, what do I return? I can cast Goldmere this turn as well if I tap both my Goldmere, but I return a Quarter's Shield simply so for a couple reasons. So reason 1, it's a Metalcraft thing that can't be killed by Trigon, and reason 2, if this becomes active, I'll have a flyer, and if I can have a Quarter's Shield, it'll make Razor Hippogriff a little more resilient against Trigon of Corruption. So I play Hippogriff, return a Quarter's Shield, play a Quarter's Shield, swing in for 4. He chumps with the mirror. On his turn, he achieves Metalcraft. He goes Relic and Mirror. He thinks about swinging in a couple times with the Forger before deciding to eventually. It's 4 damage. I don't see the reason to block here at all, so I just take it. I'm still at 13. He's at 6. He's on the back foot here. I again rip very well and draw Sword of Body and Mind, which is amazing against this throwing bird. I can actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I get to, this turn I would get to play sword, equip a Quarter's Shield, create Crazy Beast here, and get in for 5 unblockable and be able to block his throwing bird. But I just play the sword and he scoops. So that's all the games I have available. I missed grabbing the other one, which is sad because it was also a pretty close game. I got to play around his slices in Twain. I did some interesting recursion tricks with Razor, so I was swinging in with Snap Sail. Why am I even talking about this? It's kind of irrelevant. Just because I liked it. So I swung in with Snapsail Glider. I had Snapsail Glider and Auriok Replica, and he had Trigon of Corruption out. So I was sort of passing the Strider Harness between them. And he had a Vedalken Surtark on the board, so he was tapping down usually whichever one had the harness on it. So, and he had 1 counter on the Snapsail, so my turn starts, I draw Razor Hippogriff, so I think about casting it right away, but I move the Strider Harness over to Snapsail from the Auriok Replica, so he kills it in response. So instead I get to go Razor Hippogriff, return Snapsail, equip Strider Harness onto that and swing in for 4, and remove like 2 of his counters from the Trigon, which was pretty good. And then I replayed the Snap Sail next turn, played the Harness on it. He had Slice and Twain mana up, and he had the Slice and Twain in hand. I had 2 choices that turn. I could replay the Snap Sail, and I had drawn True Conviction that turn. But because he had the 2 slices, I went with the Snap Sail play because that was, less explosive, and I had a bunch of mirror on the table from Mirrorsmith as well. So I figured if I could get True Conviction to stick, I'd win. So I baited out the Slice and Twain with the Snap Sail play. He had the sliced the Snap Sail, and then the next turn I dropped True Conviction and won. So that was round 2. Round 3 was not particularly exciting. My opponent got mana screwed a bit game 1. He was playing blue-white flyers. He had multiple Kemba Sky Guards and a bunch of like Dark Slick Drakes and Sky Eel Schools. So he got stuck on only 1 blue game 1. And my deck went off pretty well. I had a Auriok Edgewright getting in there quite a bit before I eventually traded it with a Sky Eel School, and still just I had enough to sort of win through on the ground, and then he just conceded the match there, so I didn't even get to play game 2. But so that was my draft. I won this draft with this deck. Hooray! Go me, or something, whatever. So that's it. That's all for this draft. Thanks for watching.